Paul Di'Anno, the voice that kickstarted Iron Maiden's legacy, lived a life of absolute intensity. From the explosive success of iconic albums to battles with personal demons, his story is filled with moments that shaped heavy metal as we know it today. But who was the man behind the microphone? How did he go from rock star to struggling with health issues that moved the world? And what led to his tragic end? In this video, we'll uncover surprising details about Paul Di'Anno's life, his triumphs, downfalls, and the impact his passing left on millions of fans. Get ready to discover the most human side of a legend who lived every second to the fullest, leaving behind an eternal legacy. Stay until the end. There's much more to this story than meets the eye. Let's jump into the video, but first, make sure you're subscribed to the channel so you don't miss our upcoming videos. Thank you. Paul Di'Anno, born Paul Andrews on May 17, 1958, in Chingford, London, grew up in a life of contrasts. On one hand, he lived in a modest environment, starting work at an early age to support his family. On the other hand, he was surrounded by the musical explosion that swept through England at the time, with movements like punk rock taking center stage. His youth was a blend of responsibility and rebellion. Paul worked as a butcher and a cook, but his heart belonged to music. Inspired by artists who combined aggression and melody, he began to explore his powerful and distinctive voice. Despite lacking formal training, his passion led him to join local bands, where he quickly stood out. His vocal style, blending punk energy with raw technique, caught the attention of London's underground scene. The young Paul, seemingly destined for an ordinary life, found his true calling in music. His determination, combined with his natural talent, put him on the radar of musicians and bands searching for a fresh identity. This marked the first steps of his journey to fame, unaware of the profound impact he would have on the global heavy metal scene. Paul Di'Anno's entry into Iron Maiden in 1978 was a turning point for both him and the band. At the time, the group was emerging on London's underground scene, but lacked a frontman who could bring attitude and authenticity. Paul, with his raw vocal style and punk rock influences, seemed like the missing piece. His voice not only complemented the band's heavy and melodic sound, but also helped shape what would become the early identity of Iron Maiden. With Paul at the helm, Iron Maiden released their self-titled album in 1980, followed by the iconic Killers in 1981. Hits like Phantom of the Opera and Wrathchild showcased the unique blend of punk energy and heavy metal that won over fans and critics alike. Paul's stage charisma was magnetic, turning every performance into a spectacle that captured the band's essence. During this period, Iron Maiden quickly became a sensation in the UK, embarking on rigorous tours and gaining international recognition. The chemistry between the members seemed unbreakable, but tensions and challenges would soon reveal otherwise. Nevertheless, Paul Di'Anno was instrumental in putting Iron Maiden on the global heavy metal map, leaving an indelible mark on music history. Despite the meteoric success with Iron Maiden, Paul Di'Anno's relationship with the band began to unravel quickly. The intense touring schedule and pressures of stardom cast an unrelenting spotlight on his lifestyle. Issues with drugs and alcohol started to impact his performance, leading to growing tensions with the other members. In 1981, shortly after the release of Killers, Paul left Iron Maiden, replaced by Bruce Dickinson. His departure marked a turning point for both the band and himself, signaling the end of one era and the beginning of another journey. After Iron Maiden, Paul embarked on a solo career that reflected his rebellious and uncompromising personality. He formed bands such as Battlezone and Killers, exploring styles that blended heavy metal with punk influences. His voice remained a draw, but these projects faced challenges in reaching the same level of success as his former band. Paul also developed a strong connection with Brazil, living in the country for a few years and forming local bands, solidifying his fan base in South America. Despite financial struggles and personal challenges, Paul maintained a resilient attitude. He continued performing and recording, earning the respect of fans who valued his authenticity and contributions to heavy metal. His post-Iron Maiden journey was marked by ups and downs, but also by an unwavering determination to keep making music, no matter the obstacles. In the final years of his life, Paul Di'Anno faced serious health issues that challenged both his career and his spirit. He was diagnosed with severe knee complications, which eventually left him wheelchair-bound. These conditions not only limited his mobility, but also affected his ability to perform on stage, his greatest passion. The situation worsened to the point where Paul needed multiple surgeries, but the high costs made treatment unattainable. At this critical juncture, his fans made a remarkable stand. A crowdfunding campaign was launched to raise funds for his surgeries. The movement gained rapid traction, with thousands of admirers worldwide contributing to help him. Unexpectedly, Iron Maiden, the band he had parted ways with decades earlier, made a significant financial contribution, showcasing a rare moment of unity and respect. These acts of solidarity reinforced Paul's enduring impact on the music scene. Despite facing so many adversities, he remained connected to his fans, expressing deep gratitude for their support. His resilience and determination to keep fighting, even in the face of immense challenges, inspired those who followed his journey. Paul Anno remained a symbol of passion for music and an example of strength during life's hardest moments. October 21, 2024, marked the end of an era in heavy metal with the passing of Paul Anno. At the age of 66, he died at his home in Salisbury, England. The news shocked fans and musicians worldwide, highlighting the impact of his life and work. The official cause of death, as revealed by an autopsy, was a tear in the pericardial sac, the membrane surrounding the heart, caused by an arterial complication that led to cardiac arrest. The event was described as sudden, and it is believed that his death was instantaneous and painless. The reaction was immediate. Former Iron Maiden bandmates, other heavy metal musicians, and fans shared heartfelt tributes celebrating his legacy. Paul was remembered for his unique voice, fearless attitude, and the pivotal role he played in Iron Maiden's early years. Many highlighted his authenticity as one of his greatest legacies, a man who, despite the highs and lows, remained true to what he believed in. Tributes poured in from around the globe, with tribute performances and messages resonating across social media and the press. His death not only marked the end of a remarkable career, but also reinforced the significance of his contribution to heavy metal. Paul Anno left a void that is hard to fill, but also a musical legacy that will continue to inspire generations. His name is forever etched in music history as a legend who lived and sang intensely. Did you enjoy the video? If you did, leave a like. Let us know what you thought. If you didn't, tell us what we can improve. Your feedback is very important to help us enhance our content. Thank you for watching.